are learning more about the elementary school teacher shot by a 6-year-old student.
Yeah, police say Abby Swerner is stable. She is a first-grade teacher at Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News. Investigators say the 6-year-old who shot Swerner Friday, they describe that as an intentional act. They're trying to figure out, though, how a child this young could have gotten a gun and how that child learned how to pull a trigger in the first place. NBC's Katie Beck reports.
Many unanswered questions remain here in this Newport News school community about exactly how a 6-year-old student brought a gun to school on Friday and shot his first-grade teacher. Parents wondering how he was able to get that gun, knew how to use it, and perhaps what the altercation was that led to this shooting. Parents here are in shock and disbelief, and they're worried for the students that witnessed this and were in the building at the time. Now, this school will remain closed for the remainder of the week. Students will be able to come in on Tuesday to retrieve some items, but there is still a great deal of healing to do and still a great deal of questions to be answered when it comes to exactly how this unfolded. In Newport News, I'm Katie Beck for NBC News.
And there are a lot of questions about this case, including the mental health aspect, like what type of aspect this may have on a young child like this.
Joining us now to discuss is Dr. Lokesh Shahani, a psychiatrist and chief medical officer for the UT Health Behavioral Sciences campus. Dr. Shahani, thanks for being with us this afternoon.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. You know, we've covered stories involving teens. What could cause a child as young as 6 to do something like this?
You know, we don't know exactly what would cause a child to act the way the child acts, but there's a lot of negative influence that the kids are getting from social media, televisions, movies, that sometimes anger can get exhibited in different ways. That's kind of a working model that we as psychiatrists use, that, you know, anger and irritability in kids are common, but now kids are having access to weapons, and under the influence of media / movies / television, they are acting the way that, you know, we've previously not seen them act.
Well, right now, doctor, it's being looked at as if this was intentional by the 6-year-old. But I mean, that begs the question, does someone as young as 6 even have the mental capacity to know what they're doing here?
So, you know, one important thing that we all need to know is kids as young as 5 or 6 do not have the capacity to understand that death is irreversible. You know, death is a concept that kids tend to start understanding somewhere at the age of 7, that, you know, if someone dies, it's permanent, it's an irreversible process. And sometimes kids that young don't understand that and could have led to this incident.
And doctor, are there signs that parents can look out for?
Definitely, anger and irritability at home are signs that are definitely going to be the first signs that we should be looking out for. If there is, you know, kids are unable to soothe themselves. If, for example, if a kid is crying and is not able to self-soothe themselves, that's a sign that, you know, we need to get mental health help. If kids are exhibiting a lot of physical aggression at home, throwing things, punching holes in walls, slamming doors, anger that is getting uncontrolled, those are signs kids are exhibiting, seeking help, asking for help, that parents should be identifying.
Now, doctor, this particular case, how do you discuss this situation with your children?
This is actually a very sensitive thing. Me personally, having kids that age, it's really essential for us to be as open as possible and be as transparent as possible. We need to let our kids know that, hey, there was an unfortunate incident that happened in our school. However, we want you to feel safe. We as the community, we as, you know, people who are involved in this school are trying to make sure that this never gets repeated. We want to ensure our kids that school is actually going to be a safe zone for them to go and flourish further in their lives. So kind of ensuring a sense of safety is really essential, but also hearing the kids, you know, emotions, that's important too. Ensuring that all their concerns are addressed before they go back to school is going to be really essential.
Yeah, certainly important tips and information to put out there. Dr. Lokesh Shahani with UT Health, thanks for spending some time with us today.